Hey, how's everybody doing tonight, man? It's good to be here. Good to be here. Good to be here. Good to be here. We're going to share the screen. Entire screen. Screen two. System audio. Boom. Share. Hey, how's everybody doing tonight, man? It's good to be here. Good to be here. Good to be here. Oops, we got to get rid of this. Share the screen. Entire screen. We got to get rid of that. We got to get rid of that. We can't have that going in the background there. Then we'll come back here. All right. Yep. I took the ping. I took my ping rid out. I took it out today and flew it on two planes. I put it inside the EC 1500 and it worked. And I put it on top of the Eflite F15 right behind the fuselage and it worked. At first, I didn't think it worked because you get a green solid light when it's got the signal, when it's got satellite lock, and then you just go ahead and fly, and then when you come back in, the light will be blinking. It does that to conserve power, I guess. That's what it says. But I didn't read that in the instructions. I'd forgotten that. So when I got home, I was sitting out in the hangar, and I had the customer service number on my phone, so I called it and spoke with the guy, and he said, "Yep, it's working fine." So they fly full size, and a lot of them fly RC2 and stuff. So it was interesting talking to him. He said they spent a lot of time development. He goes, "Yeah, of course it works when you fly upside down and you're doing stuff, you know." Hey Jim, how you doing, man? How's it going, man? Victor, Eric. But so I got a video, the two flight videos, the EC 1500 with parachute. It sort of worked. I forgot to add the extra weight for the parachute. I could definitely feel it was tail heavy until I got rid of that parachute. I'm surprised I didn't whack it in. I tried. But that's two good flights, and Jim stopped and talked to us for a while, so that kind of delayed everything and messing around with the RID and cameras. Keith, how you doing, buddy? It was a good day of flying. But, this ping RID, I like it because it's got its own power source, so this will work well on some planes where the Sky ID from Horizon might not. But it's got a USB-C charger on it there. And I just put Velcro on it. And I got the white instead of the black. I figure if it falls off, I stand a better chance finding white than black. But hopefully it doesn't fall off. $300 loss. Forget the plane, it'll be the RID, But, so it's been a good day. Good flights. Tuco had fun. Got to meet somebody new and everything. So let's get going. I'm sure I'll talk about that stuff later. Right out of the gate, man, we got Jeff Nicholls, and what he's done here is fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Hey guys, welcome back to the hangar. Right, so we're moving on to sort of part two. Well, part two for everybody else. This has been constant for me. Of the Dynam Catalina retract mod. So we have split the Catalina in half, which wasn't too difficult. Just popped it apart at the original glue seams. And
yeah, Keith, it got here. It came Saturday. But here's his video, man, and it's pretty cool what he's done here. And he shows you how he builds it. There's all the parts that he builds it out of. Ball joint lens. He makes pieces and parts. Here it is put together. That's just a normal retract with those pieces that he built on it and everything. And boom. And then he shows you how it retracts and everything. So it's worth checking out, man. Jeff does a good job explaining it. It's pretty cool, I think, that he would do that on the Dynam, Catalina. I think it's pretty cool.
I've got wobbly handed. So I'll do this one handed. It will touch back in. Does sit out slightly, a bit more than probably the real one.
But that's pretty cool. Hey Terry, how you doing? That's kind of neat. I think it's neat anyway. Then we got our buddy man, RC Nerd 74. We showed it last time. He actually made it, man, and I can't believe he doesn't have this many views on it. Watching Taxi, it actually shows you Takeoff.
Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Mark on RC74. In today's video, it's finally time for the maiden flight for my RC Scrappy build. I'm really excited about the first flight. During the whole footage, I will guide you with some words through the flight and through the preparation, then through the follow-up of the maiden flight.
Yeah. I mean, and I asked him what app he used, and I downloaded one of the apps, and I'll try to see, because I asked him, is there an app that'll read it? And he said, yeah, they've got two that they use. And I couldn't remember the one, and I don't know. I should have been somewhere where I could write it down instead of just being in the garage. Oh my gosh, yeah, Keith, man, he built all the carbon fiber, all this carbon fiber parts here. He built for the landing gear, the cowl, a lot, the tail wheel, on the wings, the slats, and he's got the kind of flaps that, his wing extends out the front and out the back. It's pretty cool how he did that. And he has a good Maiden. That's a carbon Z Cub right there, the orange one he started with. And it's pretty cool. Hey, Mike, how you doing? But check that out. Check his flight out, man. It is great. It's worth seeing. And then we got Philip Cockram, Canadian. I didn't know he was Canadian until I saw that. I was watching it there. And he's got the Avios Spitfire. And he had a good Maiden with it.
Let's do that gear. Nice.
We're watching a little bit of his intro. Nice Mustang.
And welcome to the Phil Cockram channel, viewers. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. It helps this channel grow, and it helps me bring you these great videos that we all love. So on today's show, we finally got the maiden flight here of the Avios Spitfire 1.5 meter.
Got the tan on it, the scoop.
Mark 4.
Looks good.
5D.
Kenny!
All ready to go.
Good looking Spitfire.
Come up behind it here. The wind's actually coming from the other way, but it's died right down, so we got more room this way. I can see a bit better. All right, let's go.
We're watching Takeoff. But Philip has a great flight, man. He does. He has a great flight. And I like the tan. It looks good. The little scoop doesn't look out of place. It just looks good. And then we got Barron Flights. This is Nick. We've had some of Nick's stuff in the past. Nick and Kenny have been doing live streams, and I don't know if they're going live again.
And the band's playing, and
Okay.
we've got to discover which band is going to win the World Cup. Look, he's just doing nothing. He's totally live, and he's doing
World
nothing.
Cup?
Just look.
No, I am. I'm pressing buttons. I'm trying to get things off my screen.
They usually, I don't think they're doing one this Sunday, but they usually have Sunday, and it comes on around noon. Their live stream for the build. They're both ready for their maidens and stuff, and it should be epic. Let's see, Cliff. They both show their planes. They're both fantastic looking. Let's see. Yeah, you'll have to watch it. It's worth watching. But check it out, man. They've got crappy weather, so they're not going to be able to shoot a whole lot of videos on them. But they're going to try to do the maiden flights and make sure it's videoed. Now, Jeff, Isle of Wight RC, man, this is pretty cool here.
Oh yeah, folks, this is the FMS Super Easy 1200 mil.
Is that the beach? Hey, Randy. Man, you could almost flip fly there in the channel. Nasty sky.
And she's up.
He tells you where he's at here in a second. He's got some specs.
That's full throttle.
There's a castle off to the right. All right, Victor, nice.
There she is, folks. Simple 4-channel trailer plane. First meter plus wingspan I got.
There's the castle there. Right there is the castle. So it's pretty cool, man. He tells you the name of the castle. I can't remember it. You know, that's how much I pay attention to things. But no, I'm just kidding. Spike the likes time. Oh man, we'll do a few more here. Then we've got Gina is build a plane. This is pretty cool, man. What she's done. She took the goodies out of an E-machine plane.
Good afternoon, you YouTubes. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you take the electronics from one of these E-machine Trojans and put it in something a little more traditional? Let's find out.
That's probably a pretty good idea. That would be cheaper
and here's
than
the more traditional end of the hobby. It's the Vintage Model Company.
Yep, that's what she makes right there. Pretty cool. And there it is, ready for the hubster to fly. But check it out. Check her build video out. It's pretty cool. She does a nice build video. Really looks nice. Stuff giving Cliff and those guys a run for their money. Then we had Ian. Ian had like he did a poll on his channel on what plane he should fly. And this is the one that won right here, the Maule.
A little bit of a viewer's poll. So tune in, see what the results were. Roll the intro.
There it is. That's a nice looking plane, the Maule. Till the grass is wet. Look how tall the grass isn't normally that tall. Not a lot of room in that battery tray.
Yeah, morning everyone. Without early, keen to fly. As I said in the introduction, we had a viewers poll. I couldn't really decide what to fly. I knew it was going to have to be a tundra sort of plane because the grass is so long. And I put 3 options, which was the Eflite M7 Maule, the Eflite Turbo Timber, or the Arrows Hobby.
We'll watch him take off.
That's the fuselage from the front leading edge of the wing. And that's plus or minus 3 mil as well. I've gone right in the middle of that, and I run this on a 4S 2650 Turnigy LiPo, pushed all the way up to the firewall, and I've always found the CG pretty good, and I've never ever felt the need to mess with that. So there you go. So yeah, this is the winner of the viewer poll. As I said,
he has a great flight, man. He does a really good flight. Nice landings. Does well. All right, let's take a break. Again, today I tested this on a plane. My Ping RID, so it has a battery. So you just Velcro it on a plane or in a plane. I put it inside the EC1500. It maintained satellite signal through the foam of the plane. And I asked him, because I asked him, I said, is that recommended? And he goes, yeah, it should work in most planes inside. So I thought, all right, that's pretty cool. But like on the little Eflite F15 8GB, I didn't have room to put this inside. So I had to put a piece of Velcro back, right behind the canopy and put it on there, and it worked well. Hey, Miller, how you doing, man? So it was, it worked. It was like a non-factor. I got this last Saturday. It came last Saturday. Last Saturday it came. Got a crash, huh? All right. First off, let me do this. Then we'll go over here and we'll look at this. See, I'm trying not. I want no mistakes tonight. Ooh. Oh, a real plane crashed in a dog park? Oh, in your dog park. Oh, wow. Holy cow, man. That looks like it could have killed somebody as hard as that hit. The dog. All right, Kenny. Kenny's got an unboxing tonight. The Code Hangar 51 show. Hangar 51. Wow. Holy cow, man. I'm glad nobody got hurt in the ground. But that would definitely surprise you there. Linden Stewart. What Linden's doing this week is he's in Guyane. I think that qualifies as around the world. And he went to a go-kart track to run cars. They got kind of like a mini course on it. All right, Jimmy, man. Well, it broadcast another signal too, Keith. I don't know. I can tell you more what the text said, but I didn't really get from me. I'll just kind of summarize what he told me. But him and his buddies, they have a pretty good run here at this track. Looks like, man, it'd be a good go-kart track. I'm sure he gets used in Guyane. All right, let's come back over here. Okay, what he told me was that and this is what they do. The people they sell these that identification stuff for full-size aircraft and autopilots, and they broadcast where they're at. The signal that they track. Air traffic controllers track and those kind of things. They make the full-scale stuff. He doesn't know how they're going to be able to use what the RC RIDs are putting out. He said we can't figure it out. Ah, I see what you're saying. So I don't know, but you know, he's not sure. He said he didn't come right out and say it's just a fool's errand, but you know, they don't they don't think it's going to be enforceable. They don't think it's going to be helpful. They were just, approached by the FAA to produce one that works well. So they did that. They produced it and everything like that. And he flies RC himself, and the field he flies at, they didn't get a FRIA, so people are going to have to use the RIDs, And he says that's all you can do is just put that in there and fly, and just keep flying with the same common sense that you've always flown with, basically. And so I don't know. Like I said, I mean, I like the one that Horizon has, but this has internal power. So because some of my receivers, Horizon receivers, the internal antenna ones, they don't have an external, but you could plug it into the bind plug spot on the receiver to power it. And I'd have to get a long cable to run it out on top of the planes, because some of the jets, I don't think I'll have room for it. But I don't know. I didn't notice it when I was flying my F-15 today and stuff. But it is what it is. He said it's something we can do that's not that painful and still fly. I don't know. That's how I look at it anyway. I know other people are going to look at it different, but what can I say? Then we got Mark, man. Mark was out, and I wasn't going to put Mark up again. Same with Gina, but Gina built something, so it was something different. Oh, but Mark, he went out flying this plane again, and what's special about this plane?
Yep, here we go again.
What's special about this plane is he built that. Eric, I just put some Velcro on top and slapped it on top, man. I know it's ugly, but I was going to get some clear Velcro. But he built it for his buddy Dennis. He built this Junior 60 for his friend Dennis, who passed away, and his wife gave the plane back to Mark. And so whenever Mark flies it, it's a tribute to his buddy Dennis. And it's a great flyer, man.
It's a way to get it up and away, because if the wind gets under the wing, it has a habit of tipping these, and there's no ailerons to keep it steady.
And it's pretty good video because he talks a lot through it this time and stuff, and so it's good. He talks about the windmills and stuff, and so it's a good video. What can you say, Keith? Yeah, but I know my luck could be some Karen would be out there at the park and say, "Oh, you don't have this, you don't have that." Call somebody that might care, I don't know, because I'm not. Do I look worried? What me worry? Like the old Mad magazines and stuff. It's just like a lot of laws, that I don't know. They don't make a lot of sense. Then Wayne's RC. Yeah, but Snow, crooks aren't going to. You think crooks are going to go out and get a remote ID, or people stupid enough to fly a drone over someplace they're not supposed to? You think they're going to go out and get a remote ID for their plane? I don't. Well, look at this one, man. The Durafly T28. When's the last time you saw somebody fly the Durafly T28?
Here. The Durafly T28 Marines. I think they still offer this.
Darn, that's bad, Keith.
Another livery. I can't remember what it is, but anyway, let's try this. Looks kind of goofy. because I got a longer nose wheel.
He's got problems with this one. He's got it.
It's going to be tail heavy.
Yep. Anyway, he gets it figured out, man. He lands it without a lot of damage both times. Stuff, but so check that out. He had a Cougar flight, and it's pretty good, man. This was this probably his best jet flight I've seen him fly. Well, Wayne's been landing really well lately. Stuff. He's been on a run. Yeah, right, Eric. Yeah, flying cars. Yeah, I've been hearing that ever since. I remember in grade school they were talking about flying cars. You know, I think they were watching too much of the Jetsons. You know. Then we got Lewis. He's out there in Kinney's land. Him and Kinney fly a lot together. I think Lewis is one of Kinney's biggest fans. They had some guys out there flying.
PC-21s. This one belongs to Kenny, the FMS version. That one belongs to Big Mike. That is bigger, flies on 6S and is balsa. I don't know who makes it. It's a beautiful airplane though. Let's see, Ken. Yes. Yeah. That one is a beautiful airplane. Oh, and we got Tony going up in the Stinger.
Stinger.
He's brave.
Here goes Kenny. Now the FMS one has that 5-bladed prop, which looks really cool. I don't think the other one does. I think the other one has a regular 2-blade prop. I think. Oh,
Kenny must be going for an hour's flight time there. Anyway, they have a good flight. They have some nice landings. Both of them do. I won't tell you which one I think lands better. Kenny, Craig, how you doing, buddy? Man, that warbird is hilariously big, man. Then we got RightWingRC. And I don't know, I can't remember when I subbed to him the last time we chatted. I just can't remember. He just put up a flight. I hadn't seen it yet. But this is cool right here, man. This is just cool. Let's watch Listen nothing. I'll watch this. There it goes, right there, man. Just vertical. That is pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah, that one we had on here. Yeah. I don't know, man. You got these self-driving cars that are wrecking all over the place, man. So what are the odds of you think these drones are going to work well? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to work all that well. Oh, yeah. Muskie Bob, how are you, man? I didn't put you. Muskie Bob put up a flight video. It is hilarious, man. It is hilarious. All right, Jim, that's good, man. You haven't heard anything from, the park or the field. We'll probably get one for I don't know. I don't know if we'll get one for the field. I just don't know, because he was saying their club something in denial, something about proximity to buildings, and I'm like, huh, what buildings? And it's like they've been flying on that field since the 70s. AMA flying field since the 70s. It's like, oh my goodness, man. Yeah. I've got a little video about it too in here, but we got our man Fred, lives on the edge of a big city. I can't remember if Fred has music. Fred usually has very good music. Got the big pits out. It ended up being later than we wanted. We forgot something for him to get it. So he's looking around the school. He's used more rubber in the thing. If you're flying fast, man, the pits are going to climb through as soon as those things. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Keith, when I watched it the other day. I thought, my goodness, man, there's no music on Fred's videos. Because I'm so used to anytime Fred puts a video up, man, I got to mute it. But he has a great flight and a beautiful landing out there, and we passed the golden hour and stuff. But he finally got the big pits out and got it in the air. And we got Randy Ruffins 13. He got to go out and fly floats. Randy wasn't happy with just a float flight, man. He had to go and put on an air show with his float flying. Nice takeoff. I don't have his video muted. It's just he just doesn't talk a lot. But he puts on quite a show. He's just getting warmed up.
What?
This is funny. He's got somebody talking to him.
You gotta buy it online. What?
Should have said you get it at the Walmart. No, I'm just kidding, man. Pick it up at the Walmart.
You gotta buy it online.
Or Tractor Supply. Or no, where? Oh. There you go. Oof. I'm so used to talking with people when I fly at the park and stuff, so it's all right. But that's pretty good, man. Randy has a nice flight. He's out there flying it. Does really well. He has fun. He's having fun. We got GB here. I think he's got some kind of butt rash cream down there somewhere in his stuff that he did a review on and stuff. But yep, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. I don't know where it's at though. But this is a good video, man. This guy has a good flight, Bob. That's just a cool looking plane, man. Watch him take off. Jamie does an excellent job filming it, man. Got the mountains in the background. That's where Roy flies too, so. Nice skill maneuvers though. This guy, he does put on a good show. It's a good video, man. You need to check it out. You need to see that video. It's good. Then we got Greg rolling, RC rolling in the big show with more goodies from his meat there. I mean, he's got this huge camp.
Well, it's kind of how it's hard. We were ordering stuff.
This thing is gigantic. That must be his wife there watching. She looks nervous, like, oh, there's $10,000 going to go flying in the air. I don't think that's a wife. I don't know if it's a guy or a woman. I'm not sure. I think it's his wife. Little planes, man. Yeah, Tuco could fly around in that. Yeah, Greg, I'm sorry. I saw this guy earlier. You know, that's how the wife is for watching the nervous wreck, man. He's got that thing running well, though. Able to idle that slow. Jimmy and Bob, you need something like that out there. Like if I crash that, it took me 2 years to find all the parts, all the pieces. It slows it down and gets nice. It looks like a really nice scale of flight. It looks nice scale of flying, man. It really looks good, man. Nice video, Greg. That really is a nice video. Let's see. We'll come back over here. We'll look at me. Let's see. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go down here. We'll go in. We'll show more. Well, for live stream. I didn't put it there. Doggone it, man. We'll come up here. Come up there. All right, we'll come over here. Let's see what you threw up here, man. See what you toss in here, Jim. And we'll go over here. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that is great, man. Cool.
Welcome back. Hey, it's been a while.
Isn't this the guy that flew his on floats?
Show off. First of all, yeah. Oh, be quiet, Griselda. My wonderful daughter did a job on my radar antenna. Isn't that cool?
Hey, Ron.
She used her nail polish. Worked really good. It's almost a perfect match. Well, it is a perfect match.
Wow.
For the whole
we'll watch him take off here.
Without any ado,
Ray, how you doing, buddy? Boom. That is a beauty, though. That really looks nice, man. Oh, look at that. Look what how it came up like magic, man. I just didn't have time to get this back in, but he got out. He's doing some float flying here. That's worth seeing again. Nice mud puddle to fly out of.
Hey, Muskie Bob here. I can't see what I'm doing. One sec. There we go.
It's hard to see through those brown.
How you guys doing? Hey, I found the perfect spot to fly the float plane. The Turbo Timber permanent float plane. I think the gear was so messed up. I just said, okay, you're just now a float plane. So I got to get out and do more of this. This is awesome. I'm sure it's going to dry up, but I took advantage of it while it was here. It was a good time. And
there you go. Yeah, check him out, man. Check out Bob. He's got a new place to play for a while. Yeah, he was here. Yeah, Bob, there you are, man. Muskie Bob here. We don't hear the beer cracking anymore, though. All right. Yeah, we're back. KBRC. KBRC. It's hard to pick what you want to see here. But I like this one right here. I've watched this one. We'll watch him take it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the F4U course there. It's on 8S right now. 2 HRB 4000s, and then we got Ian here.
It's a Freewing F15 with a 6S 5000.
All right, so we're gonna try to do a little bit of formation, then also just fly around a little bit. So let's go ahead and do it. I'll let you take off first. All right, I got a jet.
I have one about every 10 days or 2 weeks. We'll watch him take off, the voice take off here. Young man.
The tail up.
They both have great flights, man. Kyler and his buddies, man, they are just amazing how they just become such great pilots out there, and they even got a crosswind that they're flying in and stuff. And they do a fantastic job. And speaking of fantastic job, we got Randy BRC. He's been back out to the field flying, and he's been doing some maidens there. Let's see, where's his videos at? He didn't take it down, did he? Yeah, here we go. Here's the maiden. Here's the we'll watch a little bit of this, but you can hear his buddies laughing.
Okay.
You see the wings drooping right there.
Go ahead.
He's like, there's something wrong.
The spar's not in it.
It's worth seeing that. I mean, just because his buddies are giving him a hard time, and when it comes back, when he flies it back again, man, it's like the wingtips are almost touching each other and stuff, you know. I've never not done that. I've never not taken that off without a wing spars, but then he comes back, and then he's got a little humor right here.
No.
Hey Fred, we just watched some yokel fly a FMS pits in Iowa, you know, doing touch and goes on the school's roof. He gets it out though, but it's good, man. I like Randy and his buddies out there. They seem like they have a great time. They have a great time flying out there. Speaking of a great time, man, here's instant party when he shows up, the Tugster. And he's got the EC 1500 up, and then he put this up here. I'm sure I'll get hit with that music, but anyway, it's overpowered. I'm Never heard of that plane. Never heard of the Ranger. I can't remember who used to make the Ranger. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Anyway, check that out. I mean, it's kind of sad that it falls apart. And Tug gets his steps in, you know, that going out and getting it and stuff, but it's good. And then the one I put in the description is this one right here. I don't think there's music. Let me get my mouse to work. Yep, he's got music on it. But he has a good flight, man. How he keeps playing chicken with those trees, man. One of these days, man, the trees are going to reach out there and say, "We got you. You've been buzzing us for so long." Can't wait to put a camera on my EC-15. Oh, speaking of cameras, I had a camera on the parachute today, and it didn't work out all as well as I wanted it to because I forgot the weight. I forgot to add the extra weight, man. That thing was so tail heavy and wallowing. Oh, with the parachute and the run cam taped to the parachute jumper, so it had about an ounce weight, an ounce sinker, and the run cam taped to it, and I had it up on the ramp of the door, and oh my gosh, I thought I was going to wreck it for sure. And I tried to slide, you know, have the door just partially closed, and the chute slid out twice, so I had to stick it in there. And man, you could see it was tail heavy when I finally got it kicked out. It was close call. I was flirting with disaster. Flirting with disaster. And speaking of, no, we got Ray here. What caught my eye on all of Ray's great videos here is the Droopy Nose Bandit. You know, you see a video, its title is The Droopy Nose Bandit. And what can you say, you know? You got to watch the Droopy Nose Bandit. Man, is that Jack? Is that Jack? Is that Jack that big, the little Jack guy? Is he that big now? You can't hear him. I had this volume up to 50 when I was listening to it.
Oh, and I didn't mess with the wheels. Oh, well, I'll fix them. One of the wheels is broken on the inside. The other one is.
Let's see if anybody slipped in that I missed. Nope, I haven't missed anybody. Yeah, Fred. That was a great Maiden, but everybody was shocked you didn't have any music. I was like, because normally I got to mute your videos. And I was like, there's no music. No Van Halen. Fred has a great flight. Not Fred, excuse me. Ray has a great flight. And you can see his burner and stuff. And he has a greasy landing, man. He does a good job landing. He does it. Man, that caught my eye there. A DIY Reaper drone. We got Jude. Down, keeping, man, those guys, I feel so bad for those. Yeah, he's got a nice tune. Feel so sorry for the man, all the flooding from the hurricane. Look at the vulture there. That's pretty cool, man. He stayed back from it so it didn't bother it. That's pretty neat. That is pretty. There he goes. There he took some. Yeah, now he's getting out of there. He said, I had enough of that. Kitty, did you get any damage from the hurricane at your place? Because it looks like, you know, you should have got a ton of rain. And I know you're not too far. You're inland a little bit. But man, that was just it looked horrible, man, turning up there. Wow, Colin, thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We got Litz RC Terry out there kissing his EC 1500. Man, that's nice. Man, I just love flying mine. He's got, it looks like the 850 pits, man. And he just wore this thing out.
Yeah, it's.
It's the Maiden. He gets it in close here. Once he's probably doing some trimming. Kenny, we never even got any rain. We didn't get any rain. I mean, it was windy. The day that it made land, we had like maybe 25, maybe 30 mile an hour gusts blowing and stuff. But it wasn't bad. I mean, when I put that short up, that was the day it came through. We just finally got some rain. First rain we've had in like 2 weeks almost. Fred. Oh. Yeah, so we didn't get anything, but I was watching down there in Key West. You can watch the can buoy, there at the mile marker at the end of the United States, mile marker 1, where it says 90 miles to Cuba. And man, the waves were splashing clear up on the camera across the street. So they got some pretty good wind and waves there in Key West. But we'll stop this right here. We'll stop this right here. We'll throw this in because I'm not going to play the crash. You're going to have to watch it. You had kind of a, I don't know. He had some kind of gravity incident on landing. Watch him take off here, though. We'll watch him burn by once. It's raining right now. But you'll have to see it. You'll trust me. You'll want to see it. Because somewhere we go from there, we go to here. So it's worth seeing. I mean, it's sad, but you mess around with gravity, man. Gravity's going to reach out and slap you. It's going to slap you. And then we got Skip, man. Skip Build RC. And he went to something pretty cool. He went to a full-size plane bomb drop. And their buddy was in the float plane, and he was throwing the flower, dropping the flower.
Here shortly.
Yeah, there's the target.
Okay, guys. Here comes Marty and Wally. Float plane. If we can get Marty in there.
Still a little too far north. You should have been standing on the float.
Right at the fence guard. And he went way too early, I guess, that time. Landed up there.
So that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool how he does this, and stuff. It's worth watching there because Skip provides some pretty good commentary and stuff. And kind of on a more somber note, E-Powered RC, we've watched some of Chris's videos and stuff. And I don't know, he had some news to share.
Been around my channel lately, And if you look behind me, this is why. So I do still have airplanes, a few. I have sold some, but me and my wife decided to get into sublimation printing. And if you hear a noise right now, I'm actually printing off an image. But right here, we make earrings, 20-ounce tumblers.
So he talks about his business and stuff, and he talks about his health, and it's just a shame, you know, someone that young having health problems. But check it out. Chris talks about it and everything, and he seems optimistic and everything. So, you know, I mean, he's a good guy. He flies up there where the RC Air Marshal used to fly, and where that one guy from Motion went back when he flew airplanes. No, I'm just kidding, James, where James flies and stuff when he flies. But check that out. It's just sad. Chris is a young guy. Now this was great. Now I know Horizon has put this out on their YouTube channel, but this is where I saw this when I popped open Facebook, and this is the pilot. This is the last SR-71 pilot. I don't know.
Hello, I'm Bert Garrison. I'm here at Monticello, Illinois' Eli Field, the world famous Eli Field, and I'm participating in Illini Superjets. I used to fly the full-scale SR-71 back in '97. Actually, I am the last U.S. Air Force SR-71 pilot. I flew the last flight on October 10th of 1997. And I'm tickled to death that the guys at Eflite have asked me to debut this beautiful SR-71. I was coming off of a turn down from an airline job, and as a joke, a guy put an assignment announcement on my desk for the SR-71. I was still in the Air Force, so I needed to stay in, but I had no job because I had to leave my current assignment. I looked at the assignment notice. I said, I qualify, so I applied. And long story short, they selected me, and I became an SR-71 pilot. A lot of people think that we had to air refuel right after takeoff because the airplane leaked so much fuel on the ground. The reality is it only leaked about 50 gallons, and that's because the airframe expands at cruise because the skin temperature in some places gets up to 700 degrees Fahrenheit. So they had to build expansion joints in, and the wings, these are fuel tanks in the wing. The wing is a full fuel tank. And these corrugations allow the fuel to get somewhat cooled by the airflow. But the seams in these tanks would leak, and you would see it dripping down. So the reason we refueled right after takeoff wasn't because of the leaking. It was because we took off with a half fuel load for safety reasons, for the tires, for the airspeed, to be able to lose an engine and still take off or stop in the remaining runway. So we took off typically with 40 to 60,000 pounds of fuel, and then we topped off to 80,000 pounds to start the mission. I just
thought that was interesting, man, to hear him talking about, you know, an actual full-size SR-71 pilot. And he flies the Eflite SR-71, and he says it has the same characteristics. You know, when you're flying slow, it gets kind of wobbly and stuff. And he says the way that lands and settles down in on the tail, the real one will settle in there. And he flies it, and he's kind of discussing the comparisons between, you know, flying the RC SR-71 and flying the full scale. And it's to me, it was interesting. It was interesting to hear him talking about it and everything like that, you know. So I mean, it's just I think it's pretty good. Happy fishing. Yeah, Randy, it sure was, man. Leaking fuel. But, you know, you think about how it expands when it gets up the temperature up when it's flying and things. But I don't know. I mean, I think I'm gonna like this. You know, I'm not showing you this to go buy it because to me, I was kind of, the only reason why I bought it is because nobody else said that they had the FAA approval. You know, flight tests didn't say that they had it, and even Eflite, Horizon Hobby didn't say that theirs. And these guys, Uvonics, were one of the they were one of the 8 that developed the RC RID ID with the FAA. They were part of the 8 company team that built it. So, and there's a voice on the phone to talk to. So that's why I did it. So this is my SR-71 right here, you know, sitting right here. But I don't know. It keeps me out of trouble, keeps me flying. It'll keep me happy. I was so happy from the day's flights. It was really good. It got hot out there, but you know, it's LA. It's August. August is leaving. But that's about all I got, man. I'm thirsty. I got to drink some more water. Getting the last offer to spike the likes. Colin, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. I've got an RC fund that I'm building up. No, I got a cool. I've been, you know, I got a cooler. I have to go to Planes Anonymous. Hi, my name is Jeff. I've got a problem. I like RC airplanes. They keep making new ones. Yeah, that's Terry. When he posted that video, and I got thinking about that I wonder if the FAA hasn't predetermined that they're going to give, you know, if they're only going to do a set number of FRIAs, whatever that number is, and they're going to give, you know, 85% of them to AMA and maybe, you know, 15%. Yeah, it's longer. It's a lot longer. They've got one down in Pensacola out there at the Navy, and they're a big, man, that's a beautiful. I got to go down there and film, walk around their museum and stuff. They've got a lot of nice planes sitting outside there. Because sometimes when we have to kill time for picking somebody up at the airport, when they fly out of the airport down there. Hey, Anthony, how you doing, man? Yeah, Terry, that's great, man. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't think they're going to, you know, whatever. I forget what the number was they said they were going to approve. And I think they're just throwing everybody out and using any excuse. But, you know, they probably see it as like, oh, this isn't a problem. Just put one of these in a plane and you're good to go. But, you know, I don't know. I think it sucks. And, you know, the FFFA, you know, they don't have any problems with full-size planes crashing or anything like that, you know, so they got time to worry about, you know, a hobby that is probably safer than golf, baseball, and soccer, football, you know. But all right, guys, make sure you check out Kenny, Hangar 51, Hangar with an E, Kenny 51. He's got a big unboxing tonight, and I heard he's giving away something tonight too. He's gonna have a giveaway too, so make sure you get there to get included in Kenny's giveaway. No, I'm just kidding. Kenny doesn't have a giveaway. But all right, everybody, be safe. Welcome in September. I'm sorry, man. You know, pray for the people who got hit by the stupid, you know, by the hurricane, and check Chris out. It's sad. Give him some encouragement, and we'll see y'all on the tube. We'll see you next week. Sorry, Gina, if you're still watching, man. I should have got out my hat when I did your video. I could have put my tin hat on for Gina's video. She's always saying your tin hats. But all right, everybody, have a good time. We'll see you later. This is Jeff in the Hangar saying, bye.